Good morning, everyone. My name is Diana Rose L. Sarancio. I'm one of the reporter of Viewing Group. My topic is all about the materials in developing viewing skills. The main objectives of my lesson for today is that at the end of the lesson, the students can define what is viewing, differentiate the different materials in developing viewing skills, and lastly, apply these materials in developing viewing skills. But before I start, let's play a game first. This game entitled Guess the Picture. So here's my instruction. I will show a picture and you will guess what is in the picture. You must give a phrase that supports your answer. I will provide hints if you will having a trouble in guessing. The students who first guess the picture will have a reward. I will pick a students who will guess the picture. The first participant is Miss Jamela Sabtal. Miss Jamela Sabtal, can you guess what's this picture? Okay, very good. This is advertisement. The next participant is Miss Leslie Jane Tanudra. Miss Leslie, can you guess what's this picture? Okay, very good. This is infographic. The third participant is Miss Sheena Lu Baulite. Miss Sheena, can you guess what's this picture? Okay, very good. This is a film. What is viewing? So the viewing is the process of comprehending visual media. This can be television, images, and films. Viewing requires students to construct meaning by interpreting the parts that are related to the visual message and to understand not only what the imagery is conveying but also for learners to identify as to how the text works. Viewing refers to the act of observing and analyzing visual media such as images, films, and television programs. It involves constructing meaning by interpreting the different parts of the visual message and understanding not only what is conveying but also how the text works. These skills is important for students to develop as it helps them to be more effective communicators and critical thinkers. There are types of viewers. The number one is passive viewer and the second one is active viewer. When we say passive viewing is when an audience accepts a message without questions and by doing so would be directly affected by it. The second one is the active viewer. Viewing is about analyzing, appreciating, and evaluating text. Viewing is not passive action but an active action if it is seen when purpose. Active viewing, on the other hand, is when the audience analyzes, appreciates, and evaluates the text. This involves making an effort to understand the message and form an opinion about it. There are three processes of viewing. The number one is pre-viewing, the second one is after viewing, and the last one is during viewing. Pre-viewing, anticipating a message, predicting, speculating, asking questions, and setting a purpose for viewing. When we say previewing, it is when we anticipate a message, predict what it might be about, ask questions, and set a purpose of viewing. This involves preparing our minds to receive the information and deciding what we want to get out of it. After viewing is interpreting and summarizing, pausing and reviewing, and analyzing and evaluating. When we say after viewing, is when we interpret and summarize what we have seen or heard, pause and review it, and analyze and evaluate. This involves making sense of information and deciding whether it makes a sense or not. The last process is during viewing. It responds by reflecting, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. When we say during viewing, we respond by reflecting on what we are seeing or hearing, analyzing it to understand it better, evaluating its quality, and creating new ideas based on it. This is where we engage with the content and deciding participate in the process of understanding. Purpose of viewing skills and its importance. Number 1, enhancing comprehension. Number 2, improving critical thinking, developing digital literacy. And the last one is enhancing communication skills there. Therefore, viewing is important because as students are dealing with many multimodal texts, they need to understand them and to become more effective, active, and critical viewers to be able to participate fully in society. The purpose of viewing skills is to enhance comprehension, improve critical thinking, and develop digital literacy. This includes enhancing communication skills such as identifying and analyzing visual elements and understanding how they work together to convey meaning. By developing these skills, students can become more effective and active viewers, which is important to today's society where people are constantly exposed to multimodal text.
Viewing models that help students to become better viewers. The 3 C's and the 3 S. This framework is used when films and videos are utilized in the learning process, which helps the students analyze the elements in the films. The 3 C's are the color, camera, character, and the 3 S are the story, sound, and the setting.
The See, Think, Wonder framework is a teaching tool used when analyzing art, particularly painting and photographs. It encourages students to observe carefully what they see, consider the thoughts and ideas that arise from that observation, and reflect on their own interpretation of the artwork. The 3 questions asked are: what do you see? What does it makes you wonder? What do you think about what you see? By using this framework, students learn to develop their critical thinking skills and become more engaged in the art viewing process. The Visual Thinking Strategies framework is a tool used for developing critical thinking. It involves using selected art images to help students understand the importance of observation, interpretation, and communication. The teacher asks open-ended questions to encourage students to look closely at the image and share their observation. The students then discuss this interpretation with each other and the teacher provides feedback to guide the discussion. This strategy helps students develop their visual literacy skills and improve their ability to analyze and interpret complex information. Different types of materials. The number 1 is infographic. When we say infographic, it's visual representation of information or data often used to convey complex ideas or statistics in an easy to understand way. The number 2 is artwork. Artwork is original pieces of art created by an artist such as painting, sculptures, or drawing. The third one is films. When we say films, it is a moving images created by filmmaker, either as a narrative or documentary that tells a story or convey information. Fourth one is multimedia presentation. When we say multimedia presentation, it is a combination of different media types such as images, videos, and audio used to create an engaging and informative presentation. The fifth one is advertisement. It is a type of marketing material designed to promote a product or service, often with the goal of persuading someone to buy it. Conclusion: by creating well-designed materials that cater to diverse learning styles, educators can enhance learning outcomes and ensure that all students have the opportunity to succeed. Overall, the development of high-quality materials for developing viewing skills is a vital component of effective teaching and learning in the 21st century. Go, B.
So this is my references.
That's the end of my topic. I hope you've learned a lot of my lesson for today. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a great day, everyone.